information. We don't give legal advice. We try to guide the citizens to retrieve the information on the different websites of the Commission, and we try to give the most accurate information to the citizen. We take all the questions about everything. There is no a subject to the site. We try to answer everything. And what we can, even if it's not 100% related to the European Union, we try to redirect to national authorities, for example, because some parts are depending on national authorities. Then, how to reach us? There are different ways. Then there is the phone number, is the 00800. It's normally available in all countries in European Union, and in Croatia that will be available soon. And normally it's a free number, with some exceptions with some mobile phone. They are putting some what they call airtime fee, and if you try with your mobile to use this number, that could be not free for them. But that's depending country by country and what's the policy and the rules in every country, and it's quite complicated. Then, and when you call, we will reply between 9 and 6 all the days, and in 23 languages, and already 24 because they are just Croatians in our team since 1 month. Outside the opening hours, it's possible to leave a message, also a voicemail, and we call back the citizen to answer the question. Another way, it's the SMS. They can send an SMS to say, please call me back, and we call back. They can also on the web do a scheduled callback, and they just put the hours when they want to be contacted, and we call back in their language. There is also the web chat, also available 9 to 6, but only in 3 languages: French, German, and English. And it's direct chat with us. And also there is the emails, and the emails is not really, they send just not directly the emails, but there are different web forms over the different Europa websites, and we put and we receive all the inquiries. For example, if you go to DigiMove, for the air passenger rights web form, the questions come here. If you go to the EAS website, the questions come here. If you go to the website of Europe Direct, the web form, the questions from 15 different type of web form, a little bit everywhere. Then at the end, we collect a little bit the question from almost everybody. Of course, we do that in 23 languages. Then, also we have collaborations. What we call collaborations, it's when we have a direct contact with an office or a DG or an institutions, and like this we can contact them directly when we need some help to answer some questions. Then we have lots of collaborations, not with all DGs, but month after month we have more collaborations. Then by example, we have difficult questions regarding DG Just, we can contact them directly, the back office, to have the answer. We have also a strong relation with your Europe Advice. We have also with air passenger rights, DigiMove, for civil air passenger rights, rail passenger rights, road safety. It's quite also a strong collaboration. Then for research, DG Employment, DG Regio, EAS, European Parliament also, because for some languages we are dealing the inquiries received by the European Parliament. Then, as you see, we receive a lot of questions, but also when we establish a collaborations with the DG, we have a direct contact point for us to help us to answer to the citizen and to give the most accurate answer. Then, and who is contacting us? A little bit everybody. Citizen, researchers, students, lobbyists, MEP, journalists, everybody. From Europe and also outside Europe. For example, we have a collaboration with DG Trade, with the Export Help Desk. Then also we receive questions all over the world about that. We have also a collaboration with EAS, and from EAS also different people all over the world writing different questions or statements, remarks, and so on. Then everything is there. Also a lot of passenger, because well, if you go to the airport, normally you have the passenger rights at the airport, and just below you have our number. Then you can contact us also. When there is a volcano in Iceland blocking all Europe, we receive.
Oui, je sais très bien. Je n'ai pas profité.
But there are some rules, and we can help. We have helped quite a lot of people there. Then that's also one thing we do. No questions for the moment? Everything is clear. Wonderful. Then, how does it work? That's, I will say, how we do. We work internally. Then we have the citizens sending the questions, and we have two types of persons at Europe Direct: the communication officer and the information officer. The communication officer is the first line. They receive the phone call, they receive the chat, they receive the email. Then reading the things, putting a summary in English, because it's mandatory, classifying the case, and trying to give the answer. If the answer is easy or normal or not so difficult, the question is not problematic, they reply directly to the citizen. That's the first line. If the question is problematic, politically sensitive, it's a not topic, we don't have the last information, and so on, a statement of a commissioner, and a lot of people are complaining, or not really complaining, but giving their remarks. We don't have any answer for that, and they send this kind of questions to the information officer. The information officer is the second line. They will judge if really we cannot answer directly, or if we have to ask to the back office. And after that, if it's really a problematic question, we send that to the back office, in one DG, EAS, or the parliaments, to have an answer, or a typical answer. After that, it's coming back, and we give an answer to the citizen. Of course, we have always a summary in English, like this. All the person in the back office can manage the inquiries, because sometimes all the back office doesn't have resources to deal in 23 languages. Then that's the different stage. Then what we manage on our side, we have communication officer, information officer. In fact, we have physically one team of communication officer with one information officer as a reference. Just, yeah. Then, also in the contract we have strict rules, and they are quite very strict, in fact. Then we have some service level agreement. For example, for the phone calls, we have to answer more than 80% of the phone calls. And for the rest, that cannot call an abandoned calls. It means that we never answer to the citizen. We have to answer to at least 80%. For the moment, to be honest, we are 92% of the calls are answered. Also, we have rules to avoid the citizen to wait too long on the system. After 1 minute, it's automatically redirected to a voicemail. Of course, if it's redirected to a voicemail, it's counted as an abandoned call for us. Then we have to reply, average 3 working days for the emails. Then normally after 3 working days you will receive the answer. Normally less, sometimes more, depending the resources, depending the language. Sometimes we have few people for one language, and it's quite a lot of questions due to another topic, and we take more time to answer. But generally, it's in less than 3 days. By example, last year we replied, the average during all the years, that was 2 days, the average time of an answer. We have also a maximum, it's 5 working days to answer an email. We have what we call escalation. Escalation is all the inquiry we send to the back office. It's maximum 3 persons, and we have maximum 3 days to send to the back office. Then normally, I will say in 5 days, a citizen will receive an answer. Then it's quite quick. Also for that, we use some IT tools. I will detail. The main tools that our operators use, it's what we call Casper. It's in fact, when an email or a chat or a phone call arrives, a ticket is created in the system automatically. And directly, the user can fill in the topic, put the summary, put the relevant information. Then it's registered in the database, and every step are recorded in the database. Then, like this, we can retrieve all the information, all the steps, all the persons involved in the treatment of the inquiry. That's the main, that's Casper in the center. We have also kind of tools for the back office, because when we send an inquiries to the back office, we don't use Outlook or something like that. Then we send that to the system, it's an online tool, and the different back offices log into these tools and reply directly. Like this also, everything's done by the back office is recorded in our database. And we can retrieve everything, all the steps for every inquiry. Everything is recorded in the same database, and also to manage all the service level agreement and to reduce the time of treatment, it's treated in the database. When the back office says, yes, that's the answer, it's coming back, and directly our agent in the same tool see, yes, it's back, I can take it, and I can send that to the citizen. No email. Then it's just one database with different interface, and we deal with the inquiries, with different status, with a well-defined workflow. We have also an interface, a reporting tool. It's just to get data of that, because we do report. We do report for all collaborations about all the data and so on, specific report if there is a specific need. Depending the needs, and also depending what we have in the database. But we have all the citizen data, we have the questions, we have the summary in English, and even that we can take reporting by using the summary. Also, we get all this information to answer to the citizen. We have a tool. We have first all the website of the commissions and all our knowledge. But to keep this knowledge, because the people are leaving, new people are coming, we have installed what we call EDWise. In fact, it's a wiki, an internal wiki. And we put all the standard answer we have. Then we can search in the wiki, find the answer, copy-paste, adapt if necessary, and send that to the citizen. That will help quite a lot our work. I will show you EDWise just after. That's the different IT tool we use. Then, also in numbers. We receive more or less 9,000 inquiries by month. Real questions, not obsolete or spam or prime call and so on, not. It's real questions by month. And our team is 31 communication officer, 8 information officer, and 7 persons in the management. In the management, you have a liaison officer to do the connection with DigiCom. We have an information manager who is managing the wiki. We have a training coordinator, because we have new people, we have to train them during 1 month. And we have also a quality manager to control the quality of the things. We have the project manager, and you have also a project supervisor. It's quite big. Then I've said also